we like to call it, the Try F podcast, where we try not to F the podcast up, which we have done probably a couple of times tonight, but one really bad time. It's okay, though. This episode, we're going to talk about the Bilderberg Group. They had a meeting this week, and we're going to listen to a guy stand outside and complain about it.
Pretty much. We're going to try to make 30 minutes worth of content out of that. So,
yeah. Which is what Alex Jones did back in was it 92?
He did, yes, during the Endgame and all that. His famous documentary Endgame. Maybe I should have pulled that up. Anyway, so yes, the reason we're talking about it is Bilderberg is one of those big conspiracy theories. So back whenever I was doing research for a book, they were still saying that Bilderberg didn't even exist. So this would have been the 20-teens. So like 2012, 2013, something like that. Yeah, they were insisting that Bilderberg wasn't even real whenever I was doing research on it. Now it's just commonplace. But we still get the Wikipedia corrector thing. I don't know what the point of this is, but if you look here at the bottom of the window, it says, from the reliable source known as Wikipedia, the Bilderberg Meeting is an annual off-the-record forum established in 1954 to foster dialogue between Europe and North America. The group's agenda, originally to prevent another world war, is now defined as bolstering consensus around free market Western capitalism and its interests around the globe. That's a load of bullcrap. They want to reestablish a feudal technocracy. But, you know, it's Wikipedia. What are you going to say? Is that Trevor? It is. It is. And now I have to fix my windows. Hang on.
That's kind of funny. So, like, the Bilderberg Group was designed to be anti-war, so they can't exist without war.
You're right.
Hilarious, right?
You're
they
right.
perpetuate their own existence like an institution.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Where it's all the same thing. Life is a rerun. So
Hi, Trevor.
Hi, Trevor.
Can you hear me now?
We can. We can indeed, good sir.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good, man. We're just...
That's fine. You're only, 4 hours late?
4 hours late.
Yeah.
It's okay. We completely wrecked the first podcast. It was ridiculous.
It's okay.
And if you would have been here, you might have saved it. So
yeah, you could have saved us from the absolute humiliation.
Saved you from nothing.
Saved us from nothing. All right, hang on.
Oh, Gary lost his mic for the whole, so we did like 40 minutes of show with no mic on Gary.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was really bad. Yeah. So hang on here. I'm having technical difficulties with my Windows.
Looks great.
Yeah, because I'm on the one that works, but we got to get the share screen fixed, and it's not cooperating with me. So I'm not sure what the deal is. So give me a minuet here. And
Your minute's up.
My minute's up, of course it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. It's because I'm on the wrong stupid screen. All right, yeah, you guys talk amongst yourselves while I fix this crap.
Hello amongst yourselves.
Anderson Cooper's like, who's the Bilderbergs? I don't know what you're talking about. You're a crazy conspiracy theorist. You probably take horse dewormer. I took some horse dewormer the other day, by the way. Feel great.
Get rid of all the worms.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we had one of those surprise. It's somebody's birthday parties. I was like,
Whose birthday was it?
One of my wife's friends over here in Arkansas. And so I was like, yeah, we can go. I'll just jump on the podcast after dinner. No big deal. They didn't start dinner till 7. And dude reached down to grab charcoal for his grill, and he's like, shit, I'm out of charcoal.
Wow.
So we had to run and get charcoal, and then we had to run and do a beer run, and I'm like, well, maybe I should have jumped on before we started dinner.
All's well, man.
All right.
So I just got done with dinner.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, it's good to have you, man, because we're dying up here. You missed our Brandon Biggs episode. It was brutal.
I got the very end of it. It wasn't as brutal as you thought it was.
Okay, well, thank you. I'm trying to be fair,
it wasn't
Trevor.
As brutal as
I'm trying
Brandon
to be fair.
Big himself.
Yeah, I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying. I'm
Hey,
trying.
you need to stop being mean to Brandon Biggs because the Lord spoke to him and told him that you were going to be mean to him, so he was prepared and he didn't even get defensive.
Leave Brandon alone.
I got that reference.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I
All
didn't know that
right.
reference.
All right, boys and girls, or boys. I'm going to start this Bilderberg thing, and then I'm going to disappear for a second. So let me know if, like, somebody shoots the poor reporter or something.
All right. You
Yeah.
gonna put a camo shirt on?
No, I'm going to get another cigar because I'm an addict. So
Whoa, you smoked a whole cigar?
yes, I did.
Addicts.
I
You're
did.
gonna
I
die.
love addicts.
Yep. That's the goal.
die.
I don't need to prolong my life expectancy.
Find what you love and let it kill you. The purple.
The Christ thing.
The Christ.
I wish I could do better at
no.
animation, so we could do the voices for Am and Big Man. 'Cause
I forgot my dad joke book.
you forgot your dad joke book. Oh no! Whatever will we do? All right, here we go. Here's the Bilderbergs. I'll be right back.
This is Dan Dix here reporting for Press for Truth. It is day one of the Bilderberg conference here in Stockholm, Sweden.
Hilarious.
Heading right to the front of the hotel now to try to document
nothing.
some of the
You hear something?
participants who are
I hear it.
about to turn up at this hotel that is on very strict lockdown. We just got back from the airport attempting to get some documentation of the participants there, but it seems that they have changed their tactics and now bring them into private areas because unfortunately that was a bust. But here we are. We'll see what we can get. Stay tuned. So they have actually moved the barricade back quite a bit. Was hoping we'd be able to be that close, but I would have been surprised. But here's where they've pushed any members of the press or anyone from the public to be back this far. So it might be tricky to get some shots from here.
So John, hello, how are you? Good to see you. Have a nice meeting, Sir John.
And who was that, Giorgio?
It was Sir John Sawyer,
Yeah.
one of the British representatives of the steering committee.
The British rep for the Bilderberg steering committee just pulled in. Usually they've got the windows up, windows tinted. Not that one. See a lot of this. Random dudes with earpieces standing
Random
around
dudes.
amongst the crowd. I think we all know who these dudes are. They got undercovers and Secret Service and agents everywhere. How are you enjoying the conference so far, sir?
It's not started, so...
Not started, right, okay. What do you think about some of the topics on the agenda?
Let's get later.
They have depopulation on the agenda. What?
Don't comment, it's not started.
No comment. Okay. Will you be able to give a comment later, or is it
Thank you.
strict Chatham House rules? You understand why people are a little bit concerned about the secrecy, right? And the lack of transparency.
Now, let me walk a little bit. It's a free country. We
Yes.
little walk, my friend.
Correct.
Too close to him now. He doesn't
Well-
want to speak to you. Could be.
Well, it is a
Could
public
be. Yes,
street.
it is.
I'm free to walk here.
You're free to walk, but
Yeah.
you're not allowed to have the camera this close to him.
Why not?
So keep, because it's the law.
It's the law to not have the camera
I
close.
don't have, yes. it
Which
is.
law? Can you cite that to
I
me?
don't have the word in English. It could be ofredan in Swedish. If he doesn't want your camera like this, then you'll have to back off. Okay? Keep the distance of 5-10 meters or something, then I'm fine with it. But not like this, okay?
Yeah. Well, I
Okay
mean,
or not okay?
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Of
5
course.
to 10 meters.
5 to 10 meters.
It's a free country. That's the word.
I'm from America. How
course.
far is it?
He's like, I'm sorry, I don't talk to people with the name Dix.
Ew.
Yeah.
Your name is
There's the
Dan
security
Dix.
guy who was talking
Sorry, I
about
can't
earlier.
talk to you. That guy's huge.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So the officer couldn't exactly cite to me the actual law that would dictate that you have to be 5 to 10 meters away. They're
This guy's
obviously
actually
just
annoying me.
making that up on the spot.
We could change that.
That's what it looks like when you're protecting criminals.
So what I miss?
Not
You
much. You got
talked
too
about
close.
protecting criminals.
Talking about
You got too
protecting
close to one of the leaders, and the cop got mad at him for being too close.
Ah.
He's like, "Oh, can you cite the law to me where I can't have my camera too close?" And the cop's like, "Just don't be so fucking rude." And he's like, "Oh, but my name is Dan Dix."
Don't be rude. Go away.
It's a good summation. So have we learned
So-
anything?
No.
No, nothing whatsoever. Okay.
We're
let's
trying to
see
learn
here.
how far, what was it, 10 to 12 meters is?
10 to
Look,
12
these
meters is?
five,
Okay.
5 to 10 meters, yeah.
5
Oh.
to 10 meters. Was that arm length?
Probably just far enough away to not ask any questions.
A meter's like a yard.
Oh, that's
30
right. So
yards?
you need
Yeah, that would be quite a distance, wouldn't it?
5 yardsticks.
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
15 feet.
I don't suppose that's anything particularly new. I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah,
All right,
he's kind of spiraling about, "Oh, you guys are being secretive." And it's like, well, I mean, they're world leaders. If they told us everything, we'd all kill each other.
Hey, we're already killing each other anyway. So,
Right.
yeah, they can't make it worse, can they?
and the world leaders are killing us,
Yeah. Anyway. So,
I think.
let's read some of the comments here. This looks like it'll be interesting. How is there not thousands of people protesting these criminals? The gathering of pure evil. And this is the biggest PDF file meeting. The weird thing is
Is that a
these
SpongeBob
people are being
reference?
protected by public money. So, yeah, nobody likes these guys. That's probably why they rebranded.
I do. I think they're based.
Oh, you think
Or
they're
fives.
based, huh?
Yeah.
The
They're just trying
Bilderbergs
to
are
do their
based.
jobs. You know,
Oh.
you got to put fluoride in the water to make people stupid so they don't kill each other. You know.
Hey, they might figure out them SSRIs are crap if you didn't. I mean, what would we do then? Where would we make that money? So, anyway,
There's blood in the water.
there's blood in the water. Yeah, well, anyway, so that's that. Let's see what the annual Bilderberg meeting has to say. List of participants for 2025 at bilderberg.org. So,
Who in
let's
there?
see. Who were the characters who decided to sell out your country? Let's see.
All of them.
Let's see. Gabriel Attell, Murray. Oh, I'm not going to pronounce that. CEO of BP, named Murray Auchincloss. Are you serious? Stacey Abrams. Really?
Who's
Yeah, I
that?
know that guy.
Oh, it's this lady that, lost an election and then never quit whining about it because Democrats always honor elections. So, yeah, she's still running around going, I never conceded. Kind of like a certain Clinton. So, Sage Works Production. She's the CEO of Sage Works Production. She was also going to get a tremendous amount of money from USAID, in case anybody wants to know. Not that there, nothing to see there. Let's see. Then we have the European Commissioner, Financial Services, and the Savings and Investment Union. That's a CIA front. Louise Maria from Albuquerque. Or maybe the last name is Albuquerque. I don't know. Benjamia Alcazar. Diego Benjamia Alcazar. CEO of IE University. And a bunch of people. Let's see if there's anybody else that we actually know.
What is this list of names we're looking at again? I'm
This
sorry,
is the list of attendance at the Bilderberg meeting. Those who attended the 2025 meeting of this
Why do we care about this random meeting?
Because for years they said this meeting didn't even exist. This is one of those
okay.
big conspiratorial things where it was like, there's no Bilderberg meeting. They don't. What are you talking about? Y'all are crazy. And now they just, they have a website.
Yeah.
It's just funny. I'm just relishing the irony because, yeah. When I was first getting into this is one of those, oh, you're crazy type things.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Christopher Donahue. He's probably related to Will Donahue.
We need to do more videos on him. You realize that podcast service actually ranked our episodes, and the Was Judas Good or Bad is actually our #1 episode according to that podcast site.
Dude, I think it's a
Heck
great
yeah.
question. I've been talking to people about it, and I don't think Judas was that bad.
You want to have this debate again? We can. Apparently people like it.
He wasn't that bad until he was bad.
Well, he wasn't that bad. He wasn't that bad until he was.
I can empathize Judas.
You can empathize with Judas. Well, we can talk about that again because apparently people liked it. We're starting to get feedback from people, so
Good.
more Will Donahue, apparently.
All right.
Maybe that won't be as painful as Brandon Biggs.
There's
So-
a frog in here.
I mean, I actually
Hi,
like
Brad.
most of what Will Donahue says. I mean, he says some crazy stuff, but
Yeah, well, I think I'm beginning
He's
to
got it.
understand where he got it from. So maybe another video about him would be more profitable.
yeah.
So,
Did he get it from Amon?
oh, hey, the leader of Spotify, one of the sites we're on is at this thing. Daniel EK.
Oh wow,
Yeah. Let's see. Who else?
that's
Anybody?
wild.
Yeah.
We should do a video for each one of these people.
No.
That would take forever.
Friedman. There's a
We'd have
Friedman. I wonder
content
what
forever
ethnicity
then.
he is.
Friedman, what are you talking about? You see a Friedman on here?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's in the F section.
Oh, do I have to go up? There we go. Yeah, you're right. Christia Friedman. Thomas L. Friedman.
Foreign Affairs columnist.
Ah, for the New York Times. You mean the
Oh, she's a
media
liar.
and big business and companies, and politicians, they all get together for a giant meeting. But the media's unbiased, guys.
Heinrichs. There's
They're
a lot
all-
of German names in here.
Yeah.
Rebecca Heinrichs.
Yeah, and you're the Nazi. Sorry. Anyway.
Johansson.
Johansson. Oh, my goodness. Let's see.
Karp. That's Russian.
There's some Russians in here.
Kratzois.
There's a lot of people at these meetings.
Yeah.
Wallenberg. Jacob Wallenberg. There's 2 Wallenbergs. Wonder what ethnicity they are.
Shush. Racist.
Oh, a Stradelenberg.
Wonder if they're related to Wahlberg.
Gerhard Zieler, the president of Warner Brothers. So, movie company. Hey, and a member of Congress, Jason Smith. We should remember that name, Jason Smith.
Wonder if he's close to John Smith.
Probably not.
I
All
bet he
right.
is.
Well, that's that. So,
Now, my question is, how many of those names are fake?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, they are heads of CEOs, so they're CEOs and stuff. So like their official name would be fake, which
Yeah,
people
so-
do change
well,
those names.
Yes, and some companies have fake CEOs so that they can get money for those fake positions.
They can fake get money for fake positions.
Exactly.
Oh, so they don't have to pay taxes. They can have the other fake person pay the taxes
There you go.
with their fake money.
And fake vote.
Based.
Based. All right. Well, you
Or biased.
are biased. Yeah. Let me see if I can find anything interesting on Twitter really quick. Because that video was a lot more lackluster than I thought it would be, so I'm having to scramble a little bit here.
Dude, I
You
can't
mean
believe Cash Patel wore a
ex-Twitter?
shirt with his name on it.
Yeah,
Blows
yeah, I
my
know, right?
mind.
Not letting
Exalt.
it go. Where's that Epstein list? Oh, hey, remember that tape we were supposed to get that was supposed to show an empty hallway? Why is that
We didn't
taking
get it.
2 weeks to edit? Just out of curiosity, how long does it take to edit a video of an empty hallway, guys?
10
Just-
weeks.
Just questions.
I mean,
Just questions.
Why
10
did
weeks.
the Zapruder film take 8 years to come out?
Money.
Here's some of the
What?
discussions they
They have money
had for the.
issues.
Who had money issues? We're like,
Alright,
this
Trevor's
is
just
derailing.
making shit up again.
Thank you.
We're just derailing. Okay, well, let's see. What were the topics this year? So, what was the topic? What was Stacey Abrams talking about or listening about? Or what was the head of Warner Brothers talking about? What were these people? What were they interested in? Let's see. The transatlantic relationship. That was topic number 1. Ukraine. Topic number 2. The U.S.
Wait,
economy. What?
Wait, I have questions about these.
Go for it.
What is the trans-satanic relationship or
Transatlantic.
Yeah. What is
I don't know.
Satanic? That's hilarious.
All right, let's just Google it. What is the transatlantic relationship?
Satan is a tranny.
exactly?
Archetypically, that actually is true. He's always seen it portrayed as like androgynous.
Yeah. What's that show with the powder puff girls?
It's called the
Remember
Powerpuff
that? Powerpuff
Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
those
the one.
girls are awesome.
Him, who had like the tutu and the goatee. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And
almost
the
like it's
monkey?
an archetype.
Yeah,
so-
almost.
I am Jojo.
No,
Jojo.
the Satan guy.
Yeah,
Oh, the other guy.
yeah. It's a
The
nonsense
dude that
word.
dressed like a dude that thought he
Yeah,
was
he's
a
like
dude.
a tranny. He's a Baphomet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trevor, to answer your question, transatlantic relationship relations is a nonsense word. It's basically cultural, political, economic, and social relations between countries on both sides of the Atlantic Ocean. In other words, nothing. That topic is about
That's
nothing.
Silly.
Yeah,
I would
it's
rather
an-
talk about mermaids.
It's goober words.
It's an excuse to have conversations about
Nothing.
what's the word where you betray your country?
Oh, traitor, treason.
Yeah, treason.
Okay, yeah,
Treason.
Treason.
yeah. It's how they discuss treason over beanie weenies. So,
Right.
So all
I
right.
like beanie weenies.
The next subject was Ukraine, and then the next subject was the U.S. economy. After that, Europe, which also means Ukraine. Middle East, that probably means Iran
Wait,
and
no,
Israel.
Ukraine is not in Europe, is it?
Yes, it is. Like
No, it's not.
close to Russia, but yeah, still Europe technically. So
Oh. I thought it was
anyway,
more- Okay.
but yeah, what's Germany
Might
going to
be
be talking
outside
about?
something.
Ukraine. What's France going to be talking about? Ukraine. What's Britain going to be talking about? Ukraine. All of Europe is going to be talking about Ukraine. So when they say Europe, they mean Ukraine.
Yeah.
So
I see.
And
My bad.
Trevor, your ratios are off a little bit with Europe. Like I think the entire country of Europe, or the entire like continent of Europe, like fits inside of Texas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. it's-
So Ukraine and Europe aren't. I mean,
yeah, they're not
that
that
far away.
yeah.
Right.
So we had the next section. What in the world is the authoritarian axis? Well, that sounds ominous.
Authoritarian axis.
Yeah, defense, innovation, and resilience. Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. What is an authoritarian axis? All right, let me look that up really quick, guys.
Hey, if I cut out, it's because I'm on my hotspot, so just
Okay,
bear with me.
authoritarian axis.
I should.
What is it?
Are you Bigfoot now?
No, I'm bearing with you.
What does that
Okay, so these are the big boadies that the globalists want us to fight. So the term authoritarian axis generally refers to a loose coalition of authoritarian states, particularly China, Russia, and Iran, which are seen to be working together. That's kind of true, kind of not. The only reason China and Russia are working together is because the U.S. made them. But anyway, that's a whole other
We
subject.
didn't make them. They make their own choices.
No, they don't. They're herded like cattle through economic pressure.
By who, Gary?
NATO.
NATO.
NATO and the billionaires and the theys. The theys and the
Thems.
thems. So, all right. So there's the authoritarian axis. And then what we got next here? We got defense, innovation, and resilience. So they're going to talk about defense. And then
How to
AI.
kill your citizens.
There you go. AI deterrence and national security. AI is overrated. I'm telling you, that is not going to be a thing. Like, it's
I'd
going to
say
help people, but it's not going to do the stupid stuff they
it's
say it's going to.
artificially rated.
That's fear-mongering. Actually, what that actually is them trying to get investments for AI, because they're telling everybody AI is going to be the biggest thing since sliced bread. So that's probably a marketing pitch. So, proliferation, don't know what that is
What
either.
does that mean?
Let's look it up again.
To proliferate.
To proliferate.
Yummy.
What is proliferation?
I went
right.
prolific last night.
Rapid increase in numbers. Oh, Trevor, you sly dog. This is them sneaking in their concerns about the world population. Fascinating. Rapid increase in numbers. So
Stupid questions are great sometimes.
they are. That was fantastic. Very shrewd, good sir. So yes, this is them complaining about how there's too many people and how they're going to get rid of you. And geopolitics of energy and critical minerals. In other words, there's too many people and they're trying to take our stuff. And then depopulation and migration. How do we get rid of the too many people? So the last 3 subjects are about how to kill you. So nothing to see here. It's just another bland.
Slowly. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Depopulation.
I think the defense, innovation, and resilience could be that too.
Yeah, I think that's probably like war prep. Like how they're going to keep, somebody from Russia from nuking Germany or something. So
easy.
That's probably what they're talking about there. But yeah, good catch. So the last 3 subjects are all about killing you.
I didn't catch, so.
Huh? They're not going to kill you by catching you. They're going to give you a special...
No, you asked what proliferation was, and that forced us to go look it up, whereas we would have pretended to know what it means and just moved on.
Yeah, or just said I don't care and moved on, which would have been my default.
Well done, guys. It's
just gobbledygook. It probably means something nefarious. I would have said something generically nefarious and then moved on. So, all right. So they were talking about how to kill you, and nobody's talking about the Bilderberg meeting because everybody's talking about the LA riots and the war of Iran.
I don't like these guys.
Watch the other hand. Watch the other hand, guys. Nothing but a distraction. All these big business people are getting together discussing how to end your life, but you're supposed to focus on the riots and the King's Day speech and the war or the King's Day protests or no King's protest and the war of Iran. You're supposed to focus on that. Yeah. Don't focus on these big rich people that spent the whole week discussing how to kill you. Don't focus on that.
That actually worked at the dinner table. That's all they could talk about was LA riots. I'm like,
yep.
Sitting back here, I'm like, you guys should probably look at their other hand. But
yeah.
Oh well.
And guess
Now You See Me is a great movie.
Mm-hmm. And guess who funded the LA riots? China and the CIA. Oh. It's almost like they're on the same team. China.
Wait. I want you to do something real quick for me.
What's that?
Just go to like Google search and type in rent a mob.
Rent a
mob?
You can seriously, it's an online website where you can rent a mob. M-O-B, not P.
Oh, rent a mop. Oh, wow, that's embarrassing. I'm an idiot.
It's okay.
Rent a mop. So it's giving me the AI definition. Rent a crowd. Oh,
I don't want the definition. Rent a mob right there.
Well, that's just the Collins definition. Crowds on demand.
That's
Holy crap. Really? What?
You can rent your own crowd and tell them what to do and pay them what to do.
Oh, wow. Crowds. Let's read this, gang. Oh, my goodness. Crowds on demand is your home for impactful advocacy campaigns, demonstrations, PR, mercenaries, I added that, stunts, crowds for hire, and corporate events, service available nationwide.
Go to the tab Who We Are.
Holy crap. That's like the 4th one down. All right.
Adam Schwartz.
Adam Schwartz. Adam
Wonder what ethnicity he is.
Oh
the
my
Schwartz.
Goodness! Wow.
It's the Schwartz.
That is too good. That is
Yeah.
too good. Oh man, I was wanting to see if I could. I want to see if this guy's on the list, but I don't remember where I looked up the list, so I don't. guess it
Golly,
matters.
zoom in on that nose. Let me see that nose. Woo! That's a big one.
That's what she said. Or not. They
Now,
them said.
that I actually had a guy. We interviewed a guy on the radio whenever I was working for Joe. Yeah, we
Go
talked to one of these
to,
Rent-A-Crowd guys, and I actually made him mad by asking, "Is it really ethical to make it seem like there's a consensus when there isn't?" He didn't like me. I didn't like him.
Go to the contact us page.
Contact
tab.
us. Well, I don't want to help people rent a mob, Trevor.
There was a one of those tabs talked about
Of course, they can figure it out. It's not hard.
where they have recently gone.
Ah,
I can't remember which tab it was. It was one of
protest
those
rallies
tabs.
and advocacy. Let's see. Blocking new union restrictions, justice for victims of deceptive home sales, crippling a child molester owned business. Yeah, so they're
Hey,
basically.
that's cool.
Yeah, 1 out of 4 was good.
They had to put that one on there to cover
The
their
problem
butt.
is the guy probably wasn't even a child molester. They just accused him of that.
Yeah, that is kind of a go-to accusation of the CIA.
It's the purple.
It's the purple man.
I love it when you do that.
You are really good at that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Say the Christing.
The Christing. We gotta.
You are perfect at that.
We gotta put the Christing on the purple and put it in a latte and spread it over the eyes.
Make a salve with my spittle.
I could make a salve with my spittle. So. All right. Anyway. So. Yeah. Well, that's depressing. I wanted to see
Yeah,
if this
that's
Adam Swart. What is his name? Adam. What's it? What? Adam Swart.
S-W-A-R-T.
Adam Swart. Let me see if he's on the Bilderberg group list.
Schwartz. It's the. Is that off of? It's that Mel Brooks movie. The Schwartz.
Spaceballs.
Spaceball. And they're redoing it. What a synchronicity.
Yeah. Poor Mel Brooks. Why would you remake anything in this day and age?
Maybe they hired this guy's crowd for the Mel Brooks movie. The Schwartz.
The Schwartz. Maybe. Okay, well, I could find who went. Now I can't. Of course I can't. Bilderberg meeting. Let's see.
Did you lose your Bilderberg meeting list?
I did. I can't find my list of who all went.
They heard us talking about it and was like, hurry, block this.
Yeah, shut up. So, yeah, that's great. All right.
Yep, you've lost your login credentials.
Yeah, I got in trouble. So, good night.
Oh well.
Oh,
Isn't that
man.
amazing, though? Like, all this stuff kicks up at the same week of the Bilderberg meeting, and 3 of those subjects literally are how to kill you. Isn't that just incredible?
It's pretty crazy.
That is just, like, funny in the most depressing way.
Yeah.
Let's see, is there
We'll have
anything...
Oh, did you accidentally go from the meeting to X here?
No, I did that on purpose because I'm going on to the next one because I could spend all night looking for the list again.
We're just gonna have to pay attention and,
Yeah.
if there's any
Build a
vaccines
burger.
that come out or anything like that, we'll have to release a emergency episode.
Yeah. Peter Thiel went to it as well. That was actually the second guy in that video that we considered a bust. I didn't recognize him. So this was Peter Thiel. He went to the Bilderberg meeting. That's depressing. Let's see.
Why is that depressing?
Because Peter Thiel was supposed to be like one of the heroes of the libertarian movement for a long time, and I guess he's not. So
Isn't he a scumbag?
apparently, I mean,
I've always heard he was a scumbag.
you
There
didn't
might be
see
scum
Elon
in his
Musk on
bag.
that list. I'm just saying. So, yeah. So Peter Thiel's on there. Let's see.
That's a fair point. I'll give you that.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't trust that guy as far as I can throw him, but
Hey, if he's not with this crowd, that's a good sign. So
I mean, he's in with the Mark of the Beast crowd. He's like, let me put a chip in your head to control your thoughts. How about no?
how about no? Yeah, there's just different factions fighting for powers. You gotta have to
The
figure that
only chip I want is a potato chip. Sorry.
Somebody made a good point. Anna Vandersteel says it's not a good day when the Bilderberg freaks mention your country and depopulation in their agenda, referring to the Ukraine and the U.S. economy and depopulation. That is a fair point. Like I said, though, they're talking about killing you.
Yeah.
But focus on the riots in Iran, guys. Don't worry about it. Let's see.
Or LA
They can't kill you, though. You have to kill yourself.
by
It's
eating.
voluntary.
I don't know. I mean, I guess
It's
if you drink the
voluntary.
water.
Yep.
But I mean, look, if that's the only water you can drink, do you really have a choice? I would still say they killed you.
I don't know. I think it's your responsibility to recognize what area you're in.
And then
Protect
filter your
yourself.
water.
Yeah. You
Ah.
gotta have a Berkey. You know.
I tend to be a little sympathetic. I don't have much sympathy for the COVID thing, though. That was obvious and that annoyed me. People annoyed me during COVID a lot.
Yeah.
Like, that was like a slow-moving
There's still
car
people
wreck.
wearing masks, man.
I know.
gonna wear-
I know.
you're
It's
gonna wear-
ridiculous.
A
Huh?
surgical mask to protect the person on the table, not yourself.
You're going to wear the surgical mask because it's a Nazi emblem. It shows what team you're on. That's it. It's just a swastika for your face. So, anyway.
I would say it's the opposite.
Gary.
Like the Jews all had to wear David's star.
Star David. Well,
Oh, yeah.
I made that comparison way back that it was like the mask was like the Star of David.
the difference is, though, now with the people, like, putting it on their face willingly. You know what I mean? Like, back
Yeah.
then, you could have made that argument. Like, when we were all forced to wear it, like, as a Star of David type of thing. But
and
now,
that's when I did that,
these
but, yeah.
goobers... Yeah, now these goobers, they're doing it willingly to show what team they're on. That makes it a
Yeah,
swastika.
it's a projection. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's to declare their
Okay.
intentions.
Fair point.
Yeah.
It has what you hate is what you become.
Well, let's see what this person says here. This is the Vigilant Fox, and this Twitter account reposted the Daily Pulse. So let's see what the Daily Pulse has to say.
And in social media groups. Maybe you've been living under a rock and have not heard of the Bilderberg Group. And even if you have heard of the Bilderberg Group, most people don't know much about them and what they do exactly. However, what we can tell you, on face value, is this is essentially a meeting of the minds of some of the world's most elite of the elite to get together annually, have a chat, discuss significant political, geopolitical, technological, financial, and military objectives, and it's all done in secret. This secretive group called the Bilderbergs actually has a website, and guess what? They have an FAQ page as well. On that FAQ page, there's a few key points here where they say, what criteria do I have to meet and what do I have to do to get an invitation? Oh, please note, there is no application process for joining the Bilderberg meetings. Participation is for invitees only. With such high caliber guests, why is there so little media coverage on Bilderberg? Oh, we don't seek any public attention, you see. An annual press conference on the eve of the meeting was held for several decades up until the 90s when people started reporting on it. But it was stopped due to lack of interest, they say. However, the list of participants, main topics, and the locations are always fully published. We'll go into that in a moment. Then it says, in today's information society, with so many of your participants regularly underscoring the importance of transparency in an open society, how can you justify imposing the Chatham House rule? Well, participants are, of course, free to discuss ideas expressed at the meeting in general terms, and many do so every year. However, as in many meetings across the world, participants agree not to quote each other. This is to ensure that all participants feel they can speak freely in an environment of trust. And then there's a question about why does it attract so many people criticizing it? Oh, Bilderberg meetings have often been the target.
See, here's the thing. I kind of understand that because our Constitutional Convention did that. There are circumstances where that kind of secrecy is appropriate. But when you add depopulation to your website, I don't really think secrecy is a good idea. Just throwing that out there.
Of anti-globalization protests and various conspiracy theorists have expressed wild allegations about the purpose of the gatherings. While these claims lack any and all merit, we regret to see that many continue to flourish online and in social media groups. So there was a
Like
key
us.
admission there. When these elites get together to speak freely about the ways in which the world will be steered, they're speaking about things you're not allowed to know about. They take a vow of silence. Quite cultish, actually. What happens at Bilderberg stays at Bilderberg. And of course, there are, quote, conspiracy theories that spread about Bilderberg. Let's take a look at some of the main talking points of the meeting being held there this very week. From the
We already
website
did.
directly, 71st Bilderberg Meeting will be discussing transatlantic relationship, Ukraine, the U.S. economy.
Yeah, we already read that. So, guys, is there anything else you want to look up before we close this one out?
I don't think so, Bo.
All right. Well, there
Let's
you go.
look at it.
Look at the LA riots. Try not to look at the LA riots. Look at Iran.
Look over here.
Yeah. No one's trying to kill you. Nobody with money's trying to kill you. It's all fine. Everything is fine. Trust your institutions. Trust the science. So
Trust the purple.
trust the purple. So
Trust the evil.
trust the evil. And on that chipper note, guys, if you're on the live stream, we've got one more segment left, so stay with us. If you are watching this after the fact, thank you so much for watching, and
Thank
we
you.
will see you in the next one.
Deuces.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Faith, Fiction, and Folklore. If you did, we would love it if you would subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Rumble. We can also be found on X, Instagram, and Facebook. And we are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. Thank you again very much for listening, and we'll see you next time.